this video, I'm reviewing a 16-point financial checklist for 2021. Hey everybody, it's Matthew Jackson here from 401k Maneuver, where we provide online professional account management with the goal of supercharging your 401k performance. Stop leaving money on the table each and every year in the form of lost returns. Let us help you. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and the links to everything that we mentioned in this video you can find in the description box below. So let's jump right in. 2021 is officially here, and we are all hopeful it will be better than the last year. 2020 might have derailed many of our financial goals, but the silver lining is that it showed us how important it is to financially plan for the future. If you haven't already, get started on your financial checklist for 2021 with these 16 money-making moves. So grab a piece of paper and a pencil. You're going to want to take notes. Number 1, set financial goals for 2021. This comes first on our financial checklist for 2021 because if you don't have a plan, chances are you're not going to reach your goals. And while it may seem impossible to plan in the middle of a pandemic, it's not. If you haven't already, sit down and create both short and long-term goals for this year. Do you plan on making any big purchases? How much debt do you want to have paid off? What are your retirement savings, investment, or general savings goals? Write it down and then determine how much money you need to meet each particular goal and the date that you want it by. For each goal, divide the total amount needed by the number of months until your goal date, and that will give you the amount you need to save each month. It does no good to set financial goals and then put them in the drawer. Instead, keep them somewhere you will see them. Like sometimes I put them on my bathroom mirror. Make sure to review them each month and track your progress. And if you fall behind, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track as soon as possible. That's why I put them on my bathroom mirror. Number 2, create a budget and stick to it. Yes, 2020 threw a wrench in many of our finances, but events like last year provide us an important lesson in being prepared for the worst and not living beyond your means. Take some time to review your 2020 budget and evaluate what worked and what didn't. Review your spending habits and see where you overspent, where you fell short on your financial goals, and where your emergency savings may have lacked. Learn from what went wrong in 2020, then create a budget for 2021 and schedule time up front to review at the end of each month so you stay on track. It's a great tip, everybody. Number 2, set savings goals and pay yourself first. If you really want to make 2021 the year you reach your savings goals, you need to pay yourself first. When you get paid, before you do anything else like pay bills, buy groceries, or buy anything else, contribute to your savings and investments first. If you have a 401k, your retirement savings are automatically taken out of each paycheck. If you have an individual retirement account, also known as an IRA, you should be paying into this first as well. Same goes for the savings for your emergency fund. Once you've put money into this fund, then pay your bills. Whatever's left over is yours to spend however you want. If you don't have much left to spend at the end of a pay period, just remember, you're building a nest egg for the future, and should an emergency arise, you'll be able to pay for it in cash and not have to borrow or put it on a credit card. 4th, build an emergency fund. If there's one thing 2020 taught us, it's the importance of an emergency fund. If you don't have one, now is the time to start funding one. If you have an emergency fund already, but it's not fully funded, put this item on your financial checklist for 2021. Experts advise people should save about 10 to 15% of their income. So let's say you're currently saving 8% of your income in your 401k. You should take the remaining 2 to 7% and fund a savings account for emergencies until the account is fully funded. If you're already saving 15% of your income, see if you can put an additional 1%, 5%, or even 10% into your rainy day fund. Number 5, review your credit score. Having a good credit score and a healthy credit history is the key to obtaining financing when you need it. Request a copy of your credit report and see where you stand and the information is accurate. If there's any errors, dispute them immediately. If you need to improve your credit, make a plan now, right now, to build it up in 2021. Don't wait until you need to borrow money to start making improvements. Number 6, pay off as much debt as you can. Americans are drowning in debt. Student loans, car loans, and expensive mortgages, and 2020 didn't help the situation. In fact, for many Americans, it amplified it. The situation many Americans find themselves in boils down to this: overspending and poor money management. The more you owe, the less you have to pay yourself and save for retirement or fund your emergency savings account. So no matter the size of your debt, make 2021 the year you make it a priority to get out of debt. If you aren't sure how you can pay down the debt you want with your current income, take on a side hustle. Designate the money you make to go toward paying down your debt. Number 7, get a retirement plan in place or review your current plan. This is an important item on our financial checklist for 2021 and one not to be overlooked. If you don't have a retirement plan, you're probably not going to save enough to retire comfortably, and some people fail to plan for retirement because they don't think they have enough to even bother with it. Others think that it's too late to start saving, and some only plan to let the government take care of them. No matter your age, you need to plan now so you can know exactly how much you need to save to retire comfortably. Without a plan, this is not going to happen, you guys. Or worse, you'll end up with so little saved that you might have to struggle to survive in retirement. That's why it's never too early or too late to get clear on when you will retire and how much you will need for the retirement lifestyle that you actually deserve. The sooner you start, the better your chances are of ending ahead or at least on track. If you don't already have a plan in place, sit down and write out the answers to these questions. Are you ready? Here we go. At what age do you want to retire? What do you want your retirement to look, feel, and be like? How much money will you need to have a fulfilling, comfortable retirement? How much is it? And how much do you need to save right now to ensure you're going to reach your goal? Your answers might change as you near retirement, but answering the questions that we just reviewed helps you get a plan in place. If you're stuck, seek third-party advice to help craft a plan that will meet your goals and objectives. If you're still watching, please hit the like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button to our channel and hit the little bell to the right to receive notifications of our next posted content. Number 8, revisit your retirement contributions. Review how much you're contributing to your 401k, IRA, or other retirement accounts. Can you contribute an additional 1%, 3%, or 5% each month? It may not seem like much, but every little bit helps. If you have a 401k, at least take full advantage of your employer's match. Company matching is one of the secrets to maximizing your 401k. It's like getting free money. Depending on what your company matches, it may double the amount of savings of what you already have. Number 9, plan to maximize annual contribution limits in 2021. Employee 401k contribution limits for 2021 will stay the same as 2020 at $19,500. This applies to 401ks, 403bs, most 457 plans, and the government's TSP plan. For those age 50 and older, the 401k catch-up contribution is $6,500. So check this out. If you're 50 or older and need to catch up on your 401k retirement savings, the amount you're able to save remains unchanged at $26,000. If you turn 50 anytime during December of 2021, you're still eligible to contribute the additional $6,500. Individual retirement account contribution limits, or IRA limits, stay the same for 2021 with a $6,000 maximum contribution limit. This applies to pre-tax or Roth IRAs. The catch-up contribution for people age 50 and over remains the same additional $1,000. When planning your budget for 2021, see what you can do to maximize contribution limits on your 401k or other retirement accounts. How much can you realistically contribute to your 401k depends on how much you earn and the amount of debt that you carry, among other factors. Even if it's a stretch, do what you can to save as close to the contribution limit as possible, even if this means making cuts in monthly spending. It's amazing how cutting how much you order off of Uber Eats or mowing your own yard can save you each and every month. Number 10, rebalance your 401k every single quarter. If you aren't rebalancing your 401k account allocations quarterly, you may be missing out on earning more and keeping more of your hard-earned retirement savings. Unmanaged allocations may experience much larger losses in down markets and may miss the opportunity for growth during good markets. We recommend rebalancing your account allocations every quarter or 4 times a year. This way, you can make the appropriate changes in order to stay on course with your retirement savings goals. Discover the difference between account rebalancing and asset allocation by downloading our complimentary guide, Why Account Balancing and Allocation May Affect Your 401k Performance, listed in the description box below. Number 11, do something with your old 401k. After you leave your job, it's easy to forget about an old 401k. If you leave an old 401k behind with a past employer, it's not their responsibility to take care of it for you. The obvious disadvantage to leaving an old 401k behind is that you have multiple accounts to keep up with. But your old 401k will remain subject to plan rules and you will continue to have limited investment options. Before rolling over an old 401k to an IRA or to your current plan, make sure you understand the pros and cons of doing so. Check out our complimentary guide, 5 Costly 401k Rollover Pitfalls that you want to avoid, in our description box below. Number 12, max out your 2020 IRA contributions before April 15th. IRA contribution limits are $6,000 for 2020, and the catch-up contribution for people age 50 and over is an additional $1,000. You can contribute the maximum for 2020 until April 15th, 2021. Do what you can to fully fund your IRA before the deadline. That means making sure contributions are added to your budget. Number 13, prepare now for taxes. Take advantage of being cooped up at home and spend a weekend preparing your tax paperwork so you're not stressing come April. Also, if you know you will owe taxes for 2020, make sure you start saving right now. Go back to your budget and make sure tax savings are added to it. Number 14, plan to pay estimated taxes quarterly and on time. If you're self-employed, make sure to plan for quarterly tax payments in 2021 due on the following dates. Q1, April 15th, 21. Q2, June 15th, 21. Q3, September 15th, 2021, Q4, January 15th of 2022. Also, don't forget that Q4 estimated taxes for 2020 are due on January 15th of 2021. Make sure you speak with your accountant to ensure you're on track with estimated taxes and you won't get stuck with a large tax bill come tax time. Number 15, plan now to invest your tax refund. No matter how large or small your refund is, resist the urge to buy that new TV or use it on a vacation. Instead, invest it in your financial future. Whether you invest it in your 401k, your IRA, or you use it to fund your emergency savings, every little bit you save now may help you in the future. If you add to your 401k, it needs to go through payroll deduction. So contact your human resources department, tell them what you want to invest, make sure you get confirmation electronically, and then they will take it out of your paycheck. Then use your tax refund to live on and make up the difference during this time. And last but not least, number 16, seek expert advice. And number 16, seek expert advice. This may come last on our financial checklist for 2021, but it's an important one, and one that potentially could increase how much money you have saved come retirement. David Blanchett, head of retirement for Morningstar, certified financial planner, reported that participants who received expert guidance had as much as 40% more income during retirement versus those who received no help at all. So here's my question for you. How much might 40% more income change your life in retirement? Just think for a moment what your lifestyle would look like. Would you be able to help your family more, be able to spend more time traveling, buy that dream car that you've always wanted? Chances are it would make a significant difference. It doesn't matter how much or how little money you have saved for retirement or how much debt you're carrying. A third-party expert can help you create a plan to get out of debt, fund your emergency account, and maximize your retirement savings. The sooner that you reach out for help, the better off that you may actually be. Don't know where to start? Download our complimentary guide, The Different Types of Licenses Financial Advisors Have and What They Mean to You. Or if you have a 401k, use our calculator to see how professional account management may improve your 401k account performance. Just go to the description box below and click the link for the 401k calculator. Thanks for watching, everybody. Wishing you a happy and prosperous 2021.